The eating quality of Scotch meat is of vital importance if producers are to ensure maximum returns from the market. Over the years, they've built a reputation for quality, and it's a reputation that's endorsed by one of the country's top chefs.
It all comes down to a little bit of experience as well and knowing the quality of the meat. You know, we've got the rubber beef here, which has got the marbling of fat through it, which we're looking for. The colour's not bright red, it's been well hung. We know it's been, you know, slaughtered 24 months-ish. It's been hung for 3 to 4 weeks. So we know, by just looking at the meat, we know the eating quality is there for a start, and that's what we're after.
Now, you're obviously only dealing in good meat, so when you're cooking a piece of good meat, what can go wrong?
There's a lot of things can go wrong. You know, the cooking process is so important. I mean, it's okay getting a good piece of meat, but you also need the skill to cook it. But again, that's where we rely on the butcher to give us a quality of meat that we do need. You can be the best chef in the world, but you can't cook. If the meat's tough when you get it, you're not going to be able to do anything with it. So it's got to be quality before you start off.
Yeah, so then if you get a bad piece of meat, how can you resurrect it?
You can't. You can't. No.
But what about the way producers rear their animals? What information about that do our leading chefs want to know?
So they want to know where the animals are coming from, what they're getting fed on, the quality of the farms, and it's all coming down to QMS as well. They're, you know, keeping an eye on that for chefs and consumers, which is very important.
Right, now let's talk specifically about the 3 species that you've got here. Yep. Just explain to me why you like that particular piece of beef.
Well, the beef, I mean, the rubber beef here is a 4 rubber beef. Now we use this in a Sunday lunch, which is very, it's a friendly product for the chef because it's ready. We can put it straight into the oven. We seal it, put it into the oven. And this here is in the state before we get it here. But again, it's talking to the butcher and telling them exactly what you want. This here, for a chef to take it this stage, will take him maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Takes the butcher 5. If you look at the marbling that comes through the meat, you know that the fat is going to come back through the meat and cooked to medium rare and rested for half an hour, 40 minutes, and then carved. It's better than fillet steak, to be honest. Colour-wise, it's not bright red. It's not, you know, it's a deep red. You can see it's been hung well. And just again, the fat running through the rubber beef, you know it's going to cook up nice, you know.
And what about the pork? Because pork is quite an unusual meat to get in a restaurant.
It is, yeah. But again, we've got three different sort of. We've got the whole loin on the bone. We've got it rolled here with the crackling on, which again, it's all scored up. It's going to crisp up nicely. The pork loin here, which has been stripped clean. And again, from a chef's point of view, ideal. All we can do is now is roast that, and it's ready. Again, back to the loin here, which has got the crackling off, and it's a lovely product again. And then we go to the fillet, which, you know, that's just a fantastic product. I mean, I don't think it's used enough, pork fillet. But if you get like that, roasted, served up, carved, and it's lovely.
Now lamb,
the lamb we're getting is the Cheviot lambs. A lot of lamb come from Caithness. But again, you come back to being a user-friendly product. And this is an ozette joint, which takes off the loin of lamb. And again, from a chef's point of view, this here is absolutely, you know, fantastic. To get from there to there is a half-hour job. We tell the butcher exactly what we want, and we just roast that for 10-15 minutes, and it's just a tremendous piece of joint. The rack of lamb, again, I've seen it with the bones. Okay, he's miscounted, he's got 7 bones here, we're looking for 6, but we'll let him off. But again, that's just all ready to roast, been trimmed back here. There's a sinew that runs the back of that's been taken away. You know, this piece here, you don't want that there. And the quality of lamb we get is just superb.